I have a sweet memory of that. Like it was a little girl, 5 year old, and we did balloons and had cake for her in the meeting room, and then we
Yeah.
surprised her. And then to this day, her dad talks to me, messages me. Oh, my daughter still talks about that, but that birthday.
She's
That we,
25.
I know, right? She's already like 20.
Yeah. No,
But
it's like it takes, it doesn't have to be like a grand piano or the most expensive champagne, right? Like it could be a cookie and nobody expects it, and that makes your whole experience. And people will come back for that. We're a part of this. I was just talking to my general manager about this, and I was like, after traveling so much in the last 3, 4 years, like hotels are such a part of the travel experience. We are a part of the trip. Like if you stay in a great hotel, I guarantee you, and you spend a little bit more money, like your stay is going to be that much better. Your experience, your memories are going to be that much better. If you stay somewhere, you're like, oh, I don't really want to spend money in the hotel because I'm there for like 3, like, just to sleep. It changes your memories in a sense, right? Like it's important where you sleep, wake up, and what that morning experience or night experience is. So we're such an important part of people's journey. The money they spend, working all long hours and like taking their families on trips and like earning all this money, they need to, like, that needs to be a perfect part of the experience. It's not always perfect, but it's definitely an amazing memory. It's great to be a part of it. It's great experience it from a traveler perspective as well. So this is where I'm like really excited about the Hoya Hotel, right? Because this is going to be a lot of my alumni friends coming through, a lot of my, a lot of families coming through, educators, faculty, right? It's and then we have, a very important part of the campus is the hospital, right? There's a cancer center in the hospital, and there's a transplant center without the hospital. So there's a lot of people who are going through a lot of life changes and a lot of life decisions, and maybe last days of their lives. So like that's the compassion that our team is going to have to figure out how to, relay and really feel. It's going to take a special group of people to experience this, because it's going to be an impact on everybody, right? So I'm looking forward to training, kind of like being a part of the training for the team where we create that compassion and guest services and excellence in that regard.
Awesome. Well, I wanted to come for a hard hat tour because I know it's already happening.
I have so many.
This is I opened a property too in New York, was upstate in Westchester in Yonkers, and it's a lot of work, but like the fun part is like once you get the hard hats, starting, and you tell that story to the guests, and so they can visualize of what this is going to look like. The experience is it's awesome. So one last question, and I know we're getting at time, but thank you so much, Juliet, for being here and speaking to the Leadership Talks audience. But if you say like globally, right? Like if you have one amazing experience that you stayed in a hotel, where would that be?
My past experiences or my wish list. So my husband and I think it's just probably the event ultimately, but it was a pretty phenomenal hotel. So I stayed. We went to Peru. We went to do Machu Picchu and hike Machu Picchu, and we stayed at this hotel Talbo del Inca in Urubamba Valley in Peru, and that was. My husband and I still talk about it. We've stayed in multiple hotels. I've worked in multiple hotels, and that is our first. But we also got engaged at that time. So it was already a special moment. Right, that's a special moment. But I still remember. It was a luxury. It's still a luxury collection hotel. I still remember the smell of the lotions, like the showers, the bedding, like everything, every part of the hotel I remember. And that's huge, right? For the hotel that I stayed one time 15 years ago, right?